Hey, everyone. Hey, Lisa. Just gonna wait a couple minutes to see if anybody got the notification. I did this at the spur of the moment. Hey, Molly's Ms. Knuckle. Okay, I just planned this just out of nowhere. I was bored. Hi, Revival. And I'm just so pissed off at Best Buy. They have been jerking me around since February 20th about this freaking laptop. Today, they finally admitted this evening that no, I wasn't getting it today. They should have never told me that because they have no clue. Now, on Monday, when I spoke with them, I said, look, if you can't get it, that's fine. I'll just come down and pick something else out. No, they assured me. So then the idiot today, I asked to speak to the manager, and he connects me to overseas to a manager, not the store manager. I'm going down there in the morning. I may need bail money because I could have had a computer. If they couldn't have gotten it, all they had to say is they couldn't get it. No big deal. I regret not ordering off Amazon. I would have had my new computer by now, and I'd have been able to share content and stuff the right way. But no, try to buy local to help your town for what? To get screwed over. I'm just pissed because I even asked the guy. I said, "Look, are you sure it's going to be here? Because I really need it. Oh, it'll be there, ma'am." I heard that so many times. Wait a minute. His other channels? Dolly? I knew he had a backup channel. I didn't know his backup channel was also monetized. Holy cow. And you know what? He needs to be turned in for that because I don't think you can have multiple AdSense accounts. So it might be monetized, but I don't know about the ad part because I don't know if you can have multiple AdSense accounts. Hmm, worth checking into. They always find a way to scam. Always. Always, always. Um, my goddaughters, do I want to comment to show it on screen? My goddaughters used to live with us. In fact, for like first 8 years of their lives, because they're a year apart, they pretty much lived with us. And then, mom decided to leave Florida and took them. So, it's probably in someone else's name. Yeah, it probably is. A few days ago, they had a fire and they lost everything. Um, and my goddaughter's 15. She's young. She's a teen mom. She has a 6-month-old baby. Her and the baby's rooms were up on the third floor. Total, it's gone. The third floor is gone. I mean, they have, she has, and I'm so worried about her because being 15 and being a teen mom and trying to go to school and stuff is hard. But now, on top of that, she had absolutely nothing but what her and the baby had on. And the same thing with her sister, my mama, just the clothes on her back. There's 5 of them, and it's a mess. And of course, they were renting, the mom was, and the landlord could care less. And she had prepaid some rent out of her income tax return, like she did every year, just to stay ahead. And then that way she, didn't have to worry come the holidays and stuff. Well, the landlord's refusing to refund it to her because the house is, you can't, there's no roof. I mean, half the house is missing from the fire. but or any of her deposits, anything. It's a mess. It's just a mess. So they started a GoFundMe, which was, I told them to do it. Now I regret it. But anyway, but yeah, it's sad. It's just a mess. And where they live, drugs have overtaken that town. There's not a lot there. They started a GoFundMe. If you guys, I shared it on my Facebook. I don't know how to do that on here, or even if you're allowed. I guess I could post it in the chat, huh? Would I get in trouble for that? I don't know. I'm just really concerned about my baby. She's 15. She was my baby. I had her since she was a week old, till she was 7. It ripped my heart out when they took them out of town. It ripped their hearts out, too. This was their home. Me and Frank did everything with them. We took them everywhere, put them in every kind of activity. Yeah, it ripped my heart out. And I'm so worried. She's so stressed at being 15. And now I'm even more worried about her. Trying to talk her into coming back here. But I will find your Facebook. Okay, thank you, Nisa. Thanks, Molly's Moose Knuckle. They live in Pennsylvania. A couple hours from Trash Bag. Hershey's only a couple hours from J-Town. It's where I've been to Hershey many times. Many times. Because that's where I'm from. I've been in Florida 17, almost 18. Wait. This year will be 16 years in my house, but then we had the rental property in Daytona. And the apartment building and stuff. I've been in Florida, 18 and a half years, almost? Yeah. But it still went home, Yeah, that's why I didn't know what to do about it. If I should even... It took me a while to even... I was weary about even mentioning it, but... I just sent the baby. I get those cases of Pampers from Amazon and wipes, and we just got her a bunch of summer clothes, and everything was gone. All she had the diaper bag with whatever she had in the diaper bag for that day at school, because she goes to the daycare to school while Pookie's in class, but. This is crazy. Okay, so enough sad stuff. But anyway, so if Dolly's really doing this, I would imagine he could get in trouble because I have video of him saying just to go to his other channels because he's not monetized. Of course, the way he explained it just didn't even make no sense whatsoever. But he never makes any sense. But this is the kind of stuff that's going to stop on YouTube because it's what makes it harder for us small channels who are trying to grow. Ugh. I mean, gosh, if I have 1 second over in my intro of music that I get from YouTube Shorts, they want to copyright claim it. It's like, jeez. I'm going to look, but there is a government program that is about to open back up for rental and utility bill assistance. I believe on the 11th. We'll double check my daughter's school sent an email. Oh, yeah, that would be great, Molly's Moose Knuckle. You know, their mom, she has a 4-year-old, and he's autistic. He has autism, and he's a lot. It's a lot. It really is. Plus, she works full time, and then she's got my 2 goddaughters, and then, like I said, unfortunately, my goddaughter got herself a baby. Hey, the good Gumby. So, what do you guys want to play? Do you want to? I can't share. Oh, I can't move. I'm gonna tell you what. If I don't have a computer by Saturday, I will need bail money because there will be no Best Buy in this area. You want to say hi, everybody? Yeah, it's all right. I ain't bothering me.
Hi, everybody.
That's my husband. He just got home from work a little bit ago. Oh, and then tonight, while I'm on hold for the hour and a half it took before I could even talk to a human being at Best Buy, I pulled open the refrigerator door, and on the bottom shelf on the door, I had this big bottle of red wine. Well, the shelf fell, and the bottle broke, and there was red wine from one end of the kitchen floor to the other. Had to pull out the fridge and every damn thing. I just couldn't win for losing today. And I was not in a good mood when the dude finally got on the phone from Best Buy and said, "No, ma'am, it's not coming. We can't get it. We can't get stock from Samsung." I'm like, "Okay, and you've known this since the 20th of February, but yet you've told me different." Yeah, asshole. And then I said, "Well, I just want a refund." And he said, "Well, ma'am, that'll take 5 to 7 business days." I said, "Yeah, whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. You people have been bullshitting me since February 20th with 4 different delivery dates. And it did not come. Even charged expedited shipping, which I never got. And now you're telling me I have to wait another 5 to 7 days for a refund to purchase another computer when I could have just came into the store and done it?" I was livid. I had to get off the phone because, and then I asked to talk to the store manager. So the smart ass, wasn't even at the store, even though it's the local store number you call. It was an overseas manager, and she said, "Ma'am, you have to go into the store." I'm like, "Okay, why didn't the idiot just tell me that, who just connected me to you?" I was just pissed. I should have stuck with my gut. I should have ordered from Amazon like I wanted to. Okay. Hey, Saucy, thanks for coming in. Okay, we left off last time with LB going hard. I'm gonna see if it'll let me pick up right where I left off. Oh, she's so boring in true crime. That girl, she sucks at true crime. And what happened with Tata Tata? What is this? She kept rescheduling her live, and then she goes live, but then she just disappears within minutes and deletes it and doesn't come back. What is wrong? What is going on with that there? Okay, it's called Texas Rent Relief, but most likely have something similar in PA. All right, I'm gonna write that down. Okay. I wonder what that is. It from the pandemic? Because I don't know. Would that help with a fire? I mean, I'm good. All she can do is be told no, but it's worth checking into. Thanks for the info, Molly Smith Knuckle. Veda is MIA. Yeah, what was that the other night? Hope your host has gone. Well, actually, Saucy, I had thought I was going to have my computer. So I had this thing all planned where we were going to peel and cook Tata during a live, but then my computer didn't come. So I can't share content. Yeah. I haven't heard anything about Tata hid in a couple days. Like I said, she freaked out. She like kept she reschedules a lot of her lives, but and numerous times. But she actually, I think she went live once or maybe even twice for like a couple minutes, and then boom, disappeared and then deleted them. I just don't think YouTube's for her. I don't know. I mean, I know she's been around a while, even though people think she's new. She's not. And she is aligned with some of the scum. I'm talking about Lobster Man. Yeah, she's an extreme cater. Not since the last time when we diced, julianated, then mashed her. So I see. Maybe she can't handle us. Yeah, she can't handle the truth. I mean, she had to. I I don't care how common sense dumb you are. You still gotta realize how dumb you sound with the ridiculous stuff. And that girl has too big of an ego not to watch her own videos, her own lives back. You can bet she does. And I know today I recorded her very first live. I guess it was her very first live. Part of it was on her Facebook. Oh my God. She truly is a whole different kind of animal. I mean, she reaches out to the wrong people. EKC, Lobster Man, LB, Molly. But that's what she does. She goes around and inserts herself into a bunch of crap, stirs up a bunch of crap, and can't handle it and runs with her tail between her legs. Okay, we're going to go back into this LB where we left off at. Um, I can't with that one. That one triggers me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I see through her so quickly, so easily. It took me a whole 5 minutes. Okay, this is the live where she was really going, one of the many lives where she was going really hard for Uni. And, say her and that bumbling idiot of hers. But, and of course going at Dre. And saying how Molly wasn't wrong, we all lied, and we made up this, all the evidence, and yeah. My Facebook link is on my channel, but yeah, it's the same as my name. Just yeah, I believe I have the Facebook link on my channel. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I do. I think I put my PayPal, but I don't even think I put my Cash App on there. I'm so far behind in doing stuff. Because I really thought I was going to have my damn computer. Oh, I was so excited. For nothing. Yeah, my Facebook link's on, oh no, my Cash App isn't on there. Just my PayPal. Okay, it's on my channel. Under the About section. But yeah, it says family of 5. And their grandma, Dolores Rocco, is the one who did set up the GoFundMe. We victimized Letitia, plotted to bring them down, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I tell you what, we some busy people. Because do you know that we've all had to have many, many group meetings to get all this, the amount of work it would have taken to get all of us who at different points have found different evidence, not even, it's like, that'd have been an undertaking. I mean, look at what simple things she's tried to do. Um, with these so-called receipts she has that she don't have. Um, that's a massive undertaking, and I don't see how it could go off. I really don't. And why does she stream in her bathroom? I mean, what is that, a new craze? Because if that's a new craze, maybe I need to start streaming in my bathroom. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe then I'll get my laptop and won't have to blow up Best Buy. And oh, the neighbor's dogs are barking. Dude, no, I'm streaming. Go in your house. Yeah. I don't know. Not to mention all the non-creators. Yeah. I just... She is... Oh, and you guys... I don't know if any of you watch, Deets. Have you checked her channel out? She did a great video on JLR just the other day. Or was it yesterday or the day before? I mean, it's not a long video. It's great. I mean, and it's no lies. It's all fact. It's all what's already out there, what's public knowledge, and he has lost it behind it. That coward, instead of using his YouTube channel because he knew he'd get in trouble, went to his Facebook group and is having people go after them and dox people, dox the wrong person, reached out to family members. It is insane, all because he was pissed about the video. But she did nothing but tell the truth. 1000%. And that coward, he's dangerous. That dude is dangerous, in my opinion. And this live is just my opinion, and it is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. I know how they like to falsely strike. But yeah, he's the kind that he even looks like a sicko. He is a demented soul. And I believe that he is capable of taking someone behind one of these stories he gets so wrapped up in and lies about. He's capable. I don't trust that man. Go, Dookie, you're not coming back out. Oh, my cat wanted in. But yeah, I think his Facebook group was shut down. It needed to be revival. It really should. After what he did, actually, he shouldn't even have a YouTube channel. Because that dude is truly dangerous. He is truly dangerous. The crap he's done, the people he's fake being, it just to get in, and not because he wanted a story. He does it for shits and giggles. I mean, the dude really gets off on this crap. It's not about wanting info. It's to see how far he can take it, what he can get away with. He's dangerous. He should not be allowed near any social media or way to mail lawsuit paperwork. I agree. But when I seen, because Deets on the streets doesn't go live. She went live because of what he did. And it just was, From what I've seen, Facebook is more consistent with their terms of service. Yeah, they are revival. YouTube is very... Hi, Gina. Thanks for coming in. YouTube is very, very laxed. And I think a lot of it is money. Channels that are bringing them that 55%, they don't want to get rid of why they're making a little bit of money. You can only be a little bit too. I don't know. I don't understand it. And then other channels, they throw the book at. But they let channels that have done even worse go. It just doesn't make any sense. Maybe they're finally starting to catch up with these guys after all these months. I mean, Dolly losing monetization. Um, you know, Molly and Justin were freaking out because a lot of their videos were marked in yellow, which is very limited ads, which means, they're not good because of the content. That's why it was. And in fact, Justin was whining and crying he was going to leave YouTube. But they did that they went back, months back, and did that to a lot of their videos. Alright, so we're going to finish off here with LB's Live. It's called Letitia Bias provides proof she hired a lawyer, but Uni refuses to accept the proof. Yeah, okay. I just want to finish this up so we can move on to a different one. The little channels get slammed and bigger channels get to keep going. Exactly. That's what it seems to be. I know Michelle did a lot. A lot. However, Molly's done worse. Dolly's done worse. There's several that have done worse. JLR. And they're still here. And they've done it over and over and over and over and over for years. Do I think Michelle should have lost her channel? Yeah, not a safe place for her. But Molly brought that out on purpose. And it blew up the way Molly didn't expect it to blow up. But she still uses Michelle for content. Just like today. Or was that last night? She called Adrian Walnuts there, who's never there because he doesn't really live there. She called him pretending to be Michelle, knowing, trying to be funny. It was obnoxious. No way would I call my husband at work acting like that. And he kept telling her that he didn't have time for it. And you could tell he wasn't into it, but he didn't have the balls to just tell her to knock it off or to hang up on her. My husband would have said, knock it the hell off or I'm hanging up. But I wouldn't have called him at work and kept going, even after being able to tell by the tone of his voice that he was not happy with what you were doing. And then she finally, a couple minutes into it, gets the hint when he finally says, well, we'll talk about this later. And she hurries up and hangs up then. But it's like, dude, grow some balls. Lily has done way worse. That ski mask video was so disgusting. Yeah, it was. I unfollowed her. Disappointing. Yeah. Yep. He is mentally deranged. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But, and I was looking at a video today I have that was said to me about LB. How she claims she doesn't go real life. She doesn't check people out. She doesn't do background checks. And then 2 seconds later, it's her admitting that she was paying $15 for background checks for YouTube to use for her channel. See, that's the kind of stuff I can't. My Facebook is dumb. There is a link for PA. Okay. Alright, we'll get back into what she's saying. We'll pick up here. I don't want to start it over, but...
I don't know.
Oh, she's unprepared.
I hear Sean coming out. Let me see.
Oh, here comes the bumbling idiot. I knew it.
Yeah.
Absolutely not right. I don't know what lawyer, maybe whatever lawyer you were dealing with. I'll tell you right now, our lawyer, that $5,000 retainer was just to keep him on the case.
Yeah, that's what
Anything extra was like, he was billing us extra, right? Because there was going to be all kind of other stuff. That $5,000 sure was, okay, say we put him on the case and we didn't pay him after. Well, he had the $5,000 retainer. At the end of it, he might have been like, well, this is going to come out of the retainer, this is going to come out of the retainer. But to hold him, like to get him on the case, was $5,000 off the top, and then anything else he was charging us extra for along the way. So I know.
See,
for
yeah,
a fact,
that's yeah.
Then we didn't even use him when we
We didn't even use him. Like
very little.
we found like one document. Did a little bit of work in the office, but it was like not a lot. Within like a month, we had worked everything out on our own. Told him we weren't going to need him, and never got a penny back.
Okay. Now y'all heard that, right? So what she's saying is they tried to scam the attorney. They went to the lawyer from the police department, and they brokered their own settlement outside of a legal binding agreement they had with that attorney. That attorney needs to sue them because he should get his percentage out of that lawsuit. They had a retainer signed, sealed, and paid for with an attorney to handle that lawsuit, and they went behind the attorney's back and settled it themselves after the attorney got them all the information they needed about the other side and the attorneys and what was going on and filings. They went and brokered a settlement and ripped off that attorney. And she is sneaky as sneaky can be. Just so they didn't have to pay any more money. Exactly. You pay a retainer, and as the attorney does work for you, it is charged against the retainer. And the money is taken out of the retainer. I know. I got a lawyer for the adoption for the kids, I've had a lawyer years ago for a lawsuit, but not against me, against someone else. But, yeah. And even then, my invoices didn't look like the crap they put out there, that Tata put out there. But he's wrong. What they did, you know what? I wonder if that attorney even knows. Hopefully he does, he or she. Because they can go after Elle and her husband. You can't do that. When you're legally being represented by that attorney and you have a retainer that is paid and you have a signed contract, you're bound by that. They didn't fire the attorney and then go do it. That's not what they said. They said that they went and did it themselves because they didn't want to pay him his percentage. That's what it boils down to. That's some dirty shit. Wow. Now you know how these men can put up with these women? Because they're just like them. Because he's just a dirty dog like her. She's lucky that they live in that little town because that attorney might not want to do anything. But any attorney I know or I've dealt with, they'd have sued them. They'd have got their percentage regardless out of it. That's some sneaky, underhanded crap. Which means they also didn't get what they could have gotten because, come on, the lawyers for the other side know. Oh, man, these people are money hungry. They're bypassing their attorney, who I've been dealing with in court with filings and stuff and communications back and forth. They're bypassing him and coming to me to make a settlement. And that's exactly what they did. They reached out to the other side without the attorney and made a settlement. So they got a fraction of what they probably would have gotten. Do I believe her ordeal was exactly how she portrayed it? No. That's the second reason I believe they did it that way. Because then people couldn't find out all the details about what happened. What truly happened. Like I said, that's some sneaky shit. Hey, T. Kelly. You go behind your attorney's back to cut him out of the settlement. And also, it keeps everything quiet. Because now there's no court filings, there's no record of what really went down. And my guess is they didn't get that big of a settlement. But she also knew by doing it that way, it would keep it out of the streets of YouTube. Yeah, but she's naive and innocent. Her and the bumbling idiot over here. That receipt was a joke, and nothing an attorney would send. They break every single thing down, how many hours they charge for, and then make their distinction on who did the work, attorney, paralegal. Exactly. My invoices are so detailed. I know where every penny goes. But I can't believe this. I just can't believe what he was so heated because his wife's being called a liar, because she is, that he stood there and ran his mouth and just busted them wide out. Just busted right out on that. Wow. And the sad part is, for me, because now I'll never know the true details. I don't believe what she said. Do I believe some of it? Yes. Do I believe her 100%? Hell to the no. And now she knows that those details will not be released because they did a snake thing to get the settlement and to keep it from being told. Because you're going to get a settlement out of that because supposedly it wasn't drugs. But you're not going to get nothing major, especially going behind your attorney's back and doing it, which is showing the other side that you got something, It's like, come on. They gave them a little bit of money to make it go away, is what they did. Because if she'd have got that big a settlement, they wouldn't be crying about how he has to go back to work and she's looking at getting a part-time job because she don't make no money on YouTube. And they got 6 kids and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, get a job. Welcome to the real world. You don't think my husband would love to stay home every day, all day? No, he wouldn't. That's not true. No, he wouldn't. It would drive him crazy. But you know what I mean. Who doesn't want to be able to not miss a football practice or something in school with the kids? But sometimes you work and you have to. But, oh my God, I cannot believe he was so excited that he busted them out. I went and pulled out my last statement from my lawyer. Yeah, that's what I did. And then, I took the stuff from Veda's lie that she was trying to pass off as real receipts. And I did. I showed it to an attorney. I felt really stupid afterwards, too, because it's like, why? Why did I even go there? But it just was the situation. I was there, and I'd just gotten it. And I'm like, oh, no, I want you to see this. Nah. No. He said it could have been the beginnings of the proposed retainer, but he said it looked like it was chopped up. And he said it's not a binding retainer. And he said that receipt, even a first-year lawyer wouldn't do that receipt. Unless it's a shady lawyer. But that could be their next spin. Tata says she goes away like this because she sets all of us up. She only puts out a little bit and then goes away for a while to set us all up because we're going to react exactly like she says we're going to. And only 7 people ever know about her stuff. Yeah. Get a freaking job, dry beggars, yeah. Right, sorry, you chose to have 6 children. I'll be responsible and care for them. Exactly. And we're not talking about using duct tape to tape them in a damn car seat. Okay, dads work. That's a part of life. Moms actually work. That's a part of life. Don't get on here and cry about how she's not making no money because she switched to true crime. No, that's not why. Her views are the same as they've been. She's got a lot of inactive subs, which I question if she bought subs. But all those ones she got when she jumped on board with Molly, they only sub because Molly told them to. They don't watch her. What's the sense in having 73K subs, but only getting 3,000 views? I don't know. It just doesn't add up to me. Either she has a hell of a lot of inactive subs or they bought subs. I say a little bit of both. Because I know the ones for Molly just subbed her because Molly told them to. But she's not good at true crime. Not at all. Not at all. In fact, I'm working on an archive video of her since she's been like covering true crime, as she calls it. And there's some things I'm calling her out on, especially in this Jaquilla Robinson case, and a few others. But she's boring. Just my opinion. I guess I don't have no room to talk. I can't even share content right now because, Lord help me, I can't find a store that wants to sell me a computer. They can actually get me one. No, I'm kidding. I'll just order it off Amazon. They better give me my refund in the morning. Oh, shoot, I gotta go to Jack's first. Oh, I dread that hour-long drive. An hour there, an hour back. I dread that. But then I gotta go down and take care of this computer. But okay, let's get back to Exposure Arena showed the document you can download that it was fake. Oh, yeah. She ain't making money because she sucks. Exactly. And just like with her reality TV stuff, she mimics without a crystal ball. In fact, that's where she gets most of her content that she talks about. She goes and reads and watches everything Katie posts. She's tried to be Katie from day one. When that didn't work, she turned to a cater and jumped on board with Steve and the rest of them because that's how she got subs. Being a cater, being a hater channel. It wasn't about her reality TV being so good covering reality TV. In all honesty, that had nothing to do with it. She got those subs so fast because she jumped on the extremist cater train with the Lobster Man and them. And that's when she faked that email. That's when she faked them DMs, had multiple alternate accounts, and was going around lying and causing trouble, doing background checks on people. Yeah, but she don't do none of that. Doxing the wrong person. Doxing is horrible. But you dox the wrong person and then don't own it? Okay, let's get back to this bumbling idiot of hers.
Keep him like on the case, and it was like almost like a down payment for insurance that he wasn't going to do a bunch of work and not end up getting any money. So I don't know. At the end of it, he might have figured that into the retainer, or like the retainer might have been figured into the total cost and took away from some of the other things. But
what is a retainer fee? A retainer fee is an amount of money paid up front to secure the service of a consultant, freelancer, lawyer, or other professional. A retainer fee is most commonly paid to an individual third parties that have been engaged by the payer to perform specific actions on their behalf.
Just us talking to him, basically, and him doing very little work.
It's a down payment.
Yeah, us talking to him and him doing very little work in order for him to actually take it and be on the case. It took he said it's going to take $5,000. We paid him $5,000. He did a little bit of work. You did a little bit of work. He did a lot of the running, did the different courthouses up here and there, so he didn't charge us for that. Then at the end
Wait a minute. What kind of freaking attorney did they have? She had to be the one running around to the courthouses making the filings? This whole story don't make sense. My attorneys handled everything. If they didn't, their paralegals did. I didn't run around at courthouses and file stuff. And what the hell kind of agreement did they have? And what kind of attorney was this? And you idiot, that $5,000 was a retainer. Anything that the attorney could bill to you, would be subtracted from that $5,000. It's that simple. But it sounds like YouTube were sneaky doing behind the scenes, making this settlement agreement behind this attorney's back, is what it seems like. I mean, you said that's what you did. I wonder if he's coming after y'all. The dumbass thinks we are just as stupid as they are and feel the need to educate us. Oh.
They get a dime back, even though that $5,000 retainer, what did he do?
She totally checks out when he's rambling on. Totally checks out.
It says a retainer fee can be any
Quit Googling it. We know what a retainer is. You don't.
$500 or as high as $5,000 or more. Some attorneys base retainer fees on their hourly rate multiplied by the number of hours that they anticipate your case will take. Once your attorneys begin to work on your case, he or she subtracts the time that he or she puts into the case from your retainer. If your case does not require the entire retainer, the remaining portion of the retainer will likely that did not happen to us. The remaining portion of the retainer will likely be returned. However, retainer is essentially an upfront payment, so it is not meant to cover the entire cost of the case.
Oh no, I'm just telling y'all right now.
Oh, T. Kelly. That's awesome that you do that. You volunteer every Wednesday for homeless vets. That's amazing.
Y'all call him and ask him, talk to him, try to get him as an attorney. I promise you, this dude's going to push you right off the top.
Yeah, you're going to pay.
Trust me, Uni's going to say that was more important than what you were doing. He's not going to be, don't feel bad at all. You jumped into his live at the end. Oh, it's alright. You trust me, Uni he'd be happy that you went there instead. Everyone checks out when Big Fat Moron speaks. Yeah, she does. She couldn't be less interested. But what really pisses me off is the way she went after Dre for supposedly being controlling and Marvon doing stuff around the house. But then they sit there and say how she sits in that office shed for 18 hours a day and he takes care of the kids. He does the cooking. He does everything. She sits in her office shed because he even says he has to make her and bring her food because she won't even come out and eat, which I don't believe. But anyway, she attacks Dre and Katie, and she attacked Katie the same way because Katie's husband's a stay-at-home dad. But Katie's husband also has a business and also does all her web designing and stuff. Sean doesn't do that. All he does is sit there and mumble and bumble. But remember now, she said last time, he doesn't come into her lives much. Maybe one every 50 times. She said every 50 videos, which is lives. That's not true. He comes in every time she's live, and sometimes a couple times. That's the problem with lying. You can't keep track. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when did the fight? No, they're talking about their attorney, T. Kelly. They retained an attorney for her lawsuit that she had against the police department for the false arrest. And then they retain this attorney. They sign an agreement with him. He starts the case, starts the filings, is communicating with the other side's lawyers, and they go behind their attorney's back and go and reach a settlement deal with the other side's attorneys behind their attorney's back so he didn't get none of the money. And then also, it prevents from all of the detail from being released, which would have been all over YouTube. Because I don't believe it was to the degree she said. Yeah, you're gonna get a couple bucks for the false arrest. Do I think it was to the degree she said? No. Um, and I think that she took a low settlement just to get one. Because number one, she did it behind her attorney's back. They seen a sucker coming. And number two, she also wanted to keep it shut up as much as possible. She didn't want all the details out there. She just wanted her side of the details out there. And this proves it because he said it in the beginning. I did get to thank him. I didn't know. It was funny. I keep trying to restart his live and was mad my video kept playing on. KJ's husband lost his job. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't. He's also a musician. Oh, he is? See, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I've been doing it about 10 years. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know Katie's husband. Yeah. All I know is that she did say he puts a lot of work into her channel. And, and so what if they're state-owned dads? If you can afford it, I mean, who are we to judge that? But she judges them for exactly what she does. Only she even admits they don't spend much time together because she's always in her office shed office, whatever you want to call it. But they've been crying for about 2 months now that he's going back to work and she's looking at part-time jobs and supposedly was interviewed or something. But yet they haven't done it. Neither one of them yet. I don't believe he's going to. I don't. I believe that is how KJ and her hubby met. Oh, okay. It's a breach of contract. Yeah. I don't understand why that attorney. But he could be doing something and we wouldn't know about it until somebody was looking around and found the information. But it would, yeah. But I don't believe they got no huge settlement either, because you're going to pay off a vehicle instead of finance it and just put a down payment down, because no matter what, your interest rate's going to be high. So if you got this big settlement, why not just pay the vehicle off and save yourself a ton of money in interest? They couldn't do that. That's why I don't think they got a big settlement. But it was enough to do a few things with. But yeah, they cheated that attorney. I'd like to know if he's going to do anything about it. But KJ's husband lost his job a few years back. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know. I review Charlotte and EKC when I know, when it's about like the lawsuits or something, when I can prove that they're just twisting everything and outright lying. Which I'm working on one now with Charlotte. And on civil law, I'm using his words, to pop Charlotte's little bubble. But other than that, no, I don't really follow Katie. But yeah, Elle could never be. And just like she's trying to be Molly. Just when she showed that video footage from Dre's, and they were talking about the shed and the knife, she said word for word exactly what Molly said. The same way, the same time. I mean, like it was a total mimic. And I just thought back to when I first seen her. She was trying to be Katie on a Facebook Live. And she's doing the same thing with Molly. She could not travel the way Molly does. But yeah, she always mimics. There's no originality anywhere. Ever. And I still don't think she's good at reality TV. Nobody reaches out to LB. I believe people do reach out to Without a Crystal Ball. I mean, she's a pretty big channel. You got to give her that. She keeps growing. I mean, personally, okay. But I do believe people do reach out to her. I don't believe anybody reaches out to LB. She gets her content from whatever news rag, whether it's true or not, that she can find, and she reads everything Katie posts, and that's where she comes up with her content. She knows a lot of what she uses is unreliable, just like with the Marvon death hoax. She knew it while she was doing it. Didn't care, didn't stop, never took it down. She don't care. Hi, LG. I want to know about Mooley's strike. Me too. She really got a strike? Or did someone just report her? I seen that. I remember someone saying something to me about it in one of the chats today. But I can't remember who it was. But they said they did it, but I don't remember who it was. But I didn't know if it was just, filed a complaint or actually got a strike against her. That would be nice. It's long overdue. I mean, I don't wish bad on anybody, but Molly needs a rude awakening. I don't know if that'll even help Molly at this point, but enough's enough. And these last couple of days, the things she's saying and doing, enough's enough. She's a disgusting human being. Plain and simple. And her husband's just like her. After that phone call, I think it was last night's live, or maybe even today's, where she was calling him doing her Michelle voice crap. My husband would have hung up on me. I wouldn't have called him at work doing something that's stupid either. But yeah, he needs to grow some balls. But I'm gonna get back to this LB thing. I can't wait till I can actually share the videos. I'm so over this. I'm really ready to just pay Restream and do it on my iPad. But it's just so tiny, it's so little, and it's hard for me to see. And then I can't hear it when I play it. Y'all talk so much, you talk yourselves into trouble. You talk yourselves into saying how bad of people you really are.
Finish listening to this. And I wish I had Molly's clip so it wouldn't be like me talking all through it, but I'll try to.
We all want our dishes to look as great as our food, so add finishing jet dry. Because when your dishwasher starts
Talking all through it, but I'll try to.
Molly won't admit it if she did get a strike.
Look at him.
Yeah, probably
Look
not.
at how when he joins the panel, look how he looks when he joins. He's like grinning from ear to ear. Like, dude, you have been.
I think you should call your husband recorder. I think his response would be more engaging.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I'm not kidding now. He'd get a little flustered. Especially when you can tell by the tone of the voice that, okay, no, we're not doing this. And you continue and amp it up. No, he'd have hung up on me. I'm not going to lie. And I would expect him to. Because I wouldn't call him at work doing that stupid shit. But anyway. At least if I did, I would have stopped it immediately as soon as you heard the tone. But then he continues and lets her continue. So he needs to grow some balls. You know, for being a walnut, his walnuts must be, miniature or something. I don't know.
Not the lawyer that worked my lawsuit.
He should hang up on you, yeah.
We're gonna do for like custody of my kids when their dad was like being like a little like when I act like he was gonna take me to court or something. I was like, okay, let's do it. I'll take you to court.
My triggers in order: LB, Potato Head, then Mooly. Mooly used to be
I know,
first.
right?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, LB. It's because I seen through her from the first minute I saw her, and I'm like, no, this bitch can't be for real.
So that's something else I want to point out.
How can you do makeup tutorials on Facebook when you and everybody knows I tell Nonsense's daughter all the time, Kenzie, and now Bridget. I suck at makeup, but I look better than that. I do a better job than that. I mean, I don't even know if she puts mascara on her upper lashes. I don't like the look. I think it's, I don't know. But I just, all of a sudden now she's this makeup artist. You know, she's trying to mimic Dre. Does she really think that doing a cross between Molly, Katie, and Dre is going to get her followers? It's not. She's boring. And she's trying so hard to get an advertising deal, a product deal. She keeps getting all these different monthly subscription services, these boxes, and doing them, thinking, oh, she's going to get a deal. No. They'll see your sub count. That'll make them excited for about 1 second. Then they'll see the actual views you have. And they're going to say, no. No. But I don't know. That's all I can think. Tiny Raptor Paul's guys. Can't they just play Molly calling her husband for yours and record his reaction? Oh my God. I should. He can't stand Molly's voice. He said he'd have lasted. My husband would hang up on me if I acted that way. Yeah, mine would too. He'd tell me I was nuts and he'd hang up the phone. But he doesn't think Adrian's much of a man. Because, no. No. Not happening in this household. Let's get back here to LB. She's coming after Uni now.
Only heard about it 3 days prior. 3 days prior, but you have been doing videos like calling them a scammer.
Sorry guys, I'm clicking my lighter instead of smoking a cigarette.
Seriously?
Sorry if it bothers you.
I had so much to say about this. This was like, I think, the first video I ever did covering Unirock. And this, I was just so irritated. He had been going on and on and on about this.
Oh, here we go. Woe is me.
And I was so, like, and then
You're such a liar.
And he don't even hold to what he said. He just completely caves, claims that he never said half the stuff that he said.
You self-reflect a lot like your buddy Molly. Because you have done and continue to do everything you're accusing Unirock of doing. Everything. You do many videos about Uni. You post about them too, don't you, on Twitter and stuff?
I see people upset about the refund situation. I've never seen anybody.
Oh, that's right. You use one of your alt accounts, don't you?
This whole thing. Katie had people believing that it was legit a fraud. Katie told people that.
No, you're wrong. It was not Katie's fault. Katie wasn't the first one to ask questions and ask for a refund. There you go. You're trying to stir up those caters so you can get some views because your views are so far down. I mean, you and Molly's actually getting a little bit better views than you, only when she's doing the drama, but not much. But anyway, I'm telling you, the hate train's wearing out. You're going to have to do something else. And it's not true crime. You need to come up with some more originality. Get rid of the bumbling idiot off your lives. I'm just saying.
Katie was the first one to put it out there saying, that she got her money back because of GoFundMe.
No, you're wrong. Katie was not the first person to ask for a refund. She did say she did get her refund back because of GoFundMe. But in fact, there was someone else that asked for a refund, I believe 1 or 2. It was 10, 12 days later before Katie requested her refund. Sorry, Al, you're wrong again.
Fundraising, which was never true. That never happened. They never deemed it as fraudulent because, I mean, you got to use your common sense here. Don't you think if GoFundMe figures out that a fundraiser they're holding is fraudulent, don't you think they would shut it down? Of course, that's what they do. They shut it down. If you go to their website and you read about it, you can read where they will tell you they will shut it down if it's deemed fraudulent. Because guess what they don't want to have to do? Do you think they want to run this whole fundraiser and have, people donate to it, and then they pay out, and then people come back and say, oh, that was a fraud, I want my money back, and then they have to dole out money to pay it back?
That's basically what they did.
If they ever...
She got her refund because GoFundMe agreed with her that she was misled in the facts to get the donation, for her to give it. So GoFundMe agreed with her, and that's why she got it back, you dumbass.
Find out that it's a fraud.
Hi, Running Bear.
But when Katie went on her channel telling people, well, I got my money back because it was a fraud. They proved it was a fraud. Then people's like, oh my God, I donated to that. I donated to that. It was a fraud. Oh my God.
It already had started because Katie wasn't the first to ask for a refund. And all the questioning had already started. Things were heating up with the Molly situation. That's when you jumped on board. This is not Katie's fault, no matter how bad you try to spin it. Did she have a hand in it? Absolutely. But at least she owned her shit, corrected her shit, and shut the fuck up. None of you all are. You're happy to come out here and keep spinning and spinning and spinning and lying and lying and lying. But you don't talk about this stuff, but you make video after video about it. Oh, her voice drives me bonkers.
Because they're thinking that Katie is an honest person telling the truth. But she wasn't. It was not a fraud. They did not prove it was a fraud, or they would have shut it down.
Yeah, they agreed with her, and that's why she got her money back.
I never heard anyone mad about it. Katie started all this big mess with fraud.
No, she didn't.
Oh my God, it's fraud. Let me get my money back. Letitia was returning money at first.
No, she wasn't.
Everything. So what was happening is people, you know how you can request money on Cash App? Like, my kids do it to me all the time. Like, my kids will literally send me a request for $10, and you can just hit send. You can okay it, and it'll automatically send it. Well, people were sending requests, acting like they donated to her, wanting a refund, and she would hit okay, and she would send them money. Then come to find out, they didn't even donate to her. Miss Letitia.
Okay, look.
Actually,
number one, Letitia's not a dumb woman. She's ran her own business. She's had to be familiar with the Cash Apps and stuff for payments. She knows how they work. If she did hit a couple for a couple dollars, I'm sure she caught on rather quickly. They're full of shit. They're full of shit. Either way you spin it. You can either believe that, which is what I believe, that Letitia's not dumb. She knows how all these Cash Apps and stuff work because that's how she's gotten paid through her business for years. And she knows the difference. Or you can, I guess, go with their flow that she was just automatically hitting okay. And if you go with that side, then you got to think about it. Well, how many times is she going to do that before she realizes, hey, wait a minute, there's more going out than that came in. So how's that possible? I mean, they want us to just, come on. She would know if she's paying out more than what came in, because she would have to add the money. And you expect us to believe that someone who ran their own taxi business for years and still was doing it, that used all these different Cash App kind of things, didn't know how they worked? Are you serious? Okay. I'd even understand that if it was 1 or 2 times, maybe even 3, and for very small amounts of money. But anything more than that, no, you catch on. So you're wrong. You're wrong.
Phone with Cash App because she was giving out like so many refunds. And
Hey,
this is what I was
Sheree.
told. She was giving out so many refunds and she was like sending money to so many
That
people.
Molly does a rage
Seriously,
live
get on the
tonight.
phone
If
with
she really
this.
got a strike, oh yeah, she's gonna do one. I don't know if it'll be tonight or tomorrow or whenever, but she's gonna do one if she really got a strike. And I did see that. Someone said that to me, and I think it was Uni's chat, maybe. And I can't remember who said it to me, but the person said that she struck Molly's channel, and I didn't know if she meant she just filed a complaint, a report, or if a strike actually went through against Molly's channel. I didn't ask. But not heard who actually did that, if they did it. Yeah. Yeah, it was in Uni's chat, I know that. Because I asked, when I seen the response, I asked what you struck Molly. And the reply was yes, and other creators need to do it, other people need to do it. Yeah. But it should be in Uni's live chat transcript. But yeah, I don't know. Either she's going to go off about it, or she's going to try to hide it. And at a later date, go off the wall about it out of nowhere. For the music she was playing and trashing. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. There's no strike that I know of. Someone said they reported the stream where she talks ski mask. Oh, okay. No, this person did say that that's what I asked. You struck her, or did you, I said, did you report her? Because there's a difference. I don't know if non-creators can strike. I don't even know how none of it works. For creators or non-creators. I really don't. I should probably learn a little bit more about it. Everything Go Lightly had to correct his clip cause of it. Oh, okay. I don't think we can. I report her in for all her BS. Yeah. Eventually YouTube is gonna have to. Because things are not just crazy with these guys, they're just crazy all over YouTube. I mean, I've been out venturing around trying to get my channel out there, because I really want to get my subs up. And wow, there's some chats I pop in and pop out as fast as I popped in, and I don't even want to be in there. I don't want that mess. I don't know if they're just gonna come out of nowhere, get fed up with it, and make an example out of a couple channels, or yet again the little guy will get smashed and these idiots keep getting away with it. I don't know. But let's get back into this. Molly plays countless music when she sings, so she would have been struck before if that was the case. That's true. So they're saying it was behind the music that song she sang? No. I mean, she does that all the time. No, a strike is from other creators' content for copyright by a music service. Well, usually it's a claim if it's like, because I got the music LG and Nunya did for me in intros. They gave me some really nice intros. In fact, I use LG's. They put a copyright claim on it because it was just a couple seconds too long. It had to be adjusted. I mean, it's ridiculous. And it came from YouTube Studios. I mean, it's the music they put out there for the shorts and stuff. It's crazy. YouTube is ass backwards. Music companies have bots that pick up so many notes, but only on monetized channels. Then they get the revenue. Yeah, I got a copyright claim, T. Kelly. I had to adjust it, or if I left it alone, and I think the one I did, if I left it alone, then they said if it ever was monetized, then they would get any revenue from that. Yeah, no, I got one. Actually, I got two. One I just got rid of. I mean, I could fight it all I'd have to do is fill out the form, and they stopped because the music came from YouTube Studios or the YouTube Shorts. I mean, if you can use it in a short, it makes no sense. But that's YouTube. They make no sense.
It's the most wonderful time.
Uh-oh.
Children's Claritin provides powerful allergy relief.
How did I lose it? What the hell? This is hard doing this on my phone. I cannot. I'll tell you what. If I don't walk out of that store tomorrow with a computer, I'm going to be livid. And something tells me I'm not going to. Okay. I can't do nothing about the ads.
She actually had to get on the phone with like someone at GoFundMe, like a representative or something. And she's telling them what happened. She's telling them how, people was
I'm going to go back and have a look at chat.
And now a lot of people's asking for it back. They're requesting the money back, so she's trying to send it back to everybody's requesting. And the representative told her,
none of this makes sense, and I don't remember anyone saying anything.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
like,
it's there. I'm pretty sure it was. Well, there was only one other person I listened to. It was nonsense, but I'm pretty sure it was in Uni's chat.
So when Molly
because I asked,
found that out, they told her to
I responded to the comment in chat, and then the person responded back.
And they took that and they spun it. Like, see, and they were like, take your card out, because if somebody does request money from you, like somehow, like, I don't even know, like, I know there was one person on there, like, take your bank card out because you don't want to somehow accidentally send money to someone that
500 videos last year to find out what?
So they took the clip of Molly.
That's crazy, Al.
Like, telling her, like, shut off
a friend that has a fairly large channel. Wait a minute. This is interesting. A fairly large channel, 238K, and he's on his second round of fighting with YouTube over copyright issues. That is music from YouTube. He removed 500 videos last year over it. Oh, wow. That's a lot of videos. Wow. If you play a TV show, they catch it quick. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to LB. She blames Katie. Okay, gave her an out. Didn't have to admit that she got her channel taken down because she was streaming Teen Mom. Not because of Katie. Did Katie tell people to flag her video? Fuck yeah, I'm sure. Those two were going at it hot and heavy at each other. They did it to each other. But people do that to Molly and Justin and her and Dolly and Betty all the time. They don't just at 12 at night take your channel from you. She was streaming Teen Mom, and she lied and spun it, played the victim, went on Steve's Instagram Live and YouTube and cried about, oh, it's right before Christmas, I got 6 kids, and it was right before Christmas, and her channel just got taken down out of nowhere, and she needed that income. Okay, well, YouTube is, a month or so behind in paying you, so you just got a check from YouTube, and you'll get another one, because they're behind. So, and it was right before Christmas. So they did a fundraiser, which I have in my video. And of course, she lied about how much was donated and how much she actually got. Because at the end of my video, there's proof of how much she actually got, and it's more than she says. But she said it was just a kind gesture out of Steve's heart to help her as a friend, that she had nothing to do with it. And then the fake email, which definitely didn't come from YouTube, which I did a video on, Nate did, and Uni, but yeah. Oh, LB's done her share. She wanted donations over. Yeah, she got like $1,000. Uni said there's a channel that doesn't have copyright, so you can use their music. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was surprised I got the claim because it doesn't affect my channel. It even says it doesn't. Because I'm not monetized. I was surprised I even got it, to be honest, and it was like just a couple seconds it had to be shaved off. It was crazy. But I was like, okay. But it even says it doesn't affect your channel in any way. So. Uni said he has a couple of them too. He said, I just never got it. I should have filled out the form. Because if I ever do get to where I can get monetized, I don't want that to. But it said it doesn't affect my channel. So, who knows? Let's get back into OLB here.
Them trying to make sure people could get their money back. One woman asked, I think it was $2,500. One woman sent a request, $2,500 from Molly, from Letitia, for
What?
praying for Vaughn. For praying for Vaughn.
Okay, well that's an obvious scam, so why would Letitia even entertain it? If that even happened, why would Letitia even entertain it? This is so bullshit.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, nothing I can do about the ads, people.
With acne, but treating leaves me red, flaky. For bathroom odors that linger, try Febreze Small Spaces. Just press firmly, and it continuously fights odors in the air and on soft surfaces for 45 days.
Oh my god, I cannot believe the commercial. Alright, we'll let the commercials play away from here, but whoever was said Molly. Get a job, LB, and your husband too. I felt bad I didn't know Uni played my came in late when I went to it. Thinking my video was stuck and kept restarting. LB, you can't even keep it straight. Was it Molly or Letitia? Girl, that is how we know you are lying. Yeah, she bust herself. And they do so much talking, her and her husband, that mumbling idiot. They tell themselves. They talk themselves into trouble.
There's something in particular I want us to hear, and I wish I wouldn't have stopped so much and talked throughout this because.
That's what you're supposed to do, idiot.
If he has a good reason, I'm sure people will let him go.
This is Judy Rock saying, if Letitia has a good reason for why she's not showing proof that she's refunding people, then I'm sure people will let it go. Uni, who are you and why do you deserve that proof? Why? Oh, if she has who is Uni Rock? Could you imagine some stranger coming to you and saying, well, if you have a good reason for why you're not showing proof of X, Y, Z, I'm sure people will let it go. Like, who are you to demand proof?
Who are you to tell the lies you're telling? Anybody who donated, because it was a fundraiser, and it was for specific reasons, attorneys and travel. Okay, you do need to show transparency. You do need to show where you put the money, where you spent the money. That's not personal, private information. There's a way you could have showed it all without showing any pertinent information, without doxing anybody. But no, they couldn't show what they don't have. I wonder how much LB made. Not enough to lose her channel, I'm sure. Yeah, you know what? I've never looked her up. You know, like how you can look them up and see what they make. I've never looked her up to see. All I know is they whine all the time about how she don't make no money. The commercials are better than her,
right
even if
there,
they are
Katie
for
gets
him.
brought up immediately, like, and Unirock tries to
Why
bond
is
with
she
them, have a
asking for
bonding
proof of his
session with
DD2?
them.
Yeah, exactly.
About Katie. Oh yeah, let me tell you guys about Katie. Katie hates you, Molly. Ooh, Katie hates you, Molly.
He has
Molly,
been the
let me
voice
tell
for
you what
those that
Katie told
donated
me
and didn't
about
get
you.
their
He tries
refunds
to have like
back.
this bonding session with him over Katie, and they're just in there like this. Because they're like, that's not what you're here about. And he did lie about the wrench. He was like, oh, she hasn't had a wrench on my channel for a long time. But she actually did have a wrench.
Okay. What? And how long did, I don't, you know what, I don't even know, honestly, because I'm sure Uni stated it. If Katie ever had a wrench, I'm sure it was a long time ago. I mean, and if she did, I'm sure it was for a whole 5 seconds. But yeah, she just wants these caters to watch this video and get her some views. Yeah, she wants this DD214. Well, you know, I'm not vet bashing here. But I've asked her, because I keep asking her for all this proof she claims she has. Like, where's your proof that your channel was struck by Without a Crystal Ball and taken down as a result? You would have proof of that from YouTube. Okay? And you claim they did it to you at 12 o'clock at night on a Friday night. Okay, yeah. Right. But yet you have no proof. But this fake email that was so fake it was beyond pathetic. You didn't even spell shit right. Come on, girl. You never showed proof of this mass flagging. You never showed the proof of Kate. You said Katie admitted to you that she did it, but you never showed the proof of it. You actually never showed the proof of anything you stated. I'm still waiting. And where's the proof your husband was a veteran? How do we know? I mean, if you have a right to vet bash Uni on a daily basis and question him, why can't you be questioned as well? Fair is fair, right? She makes my head pound. KJ hasn't
Also,
had a
on
wrench
this stream,
on the channel for at least a year that I can remember. Okay.
Katie is the doxer.
That's why I didn't think it
admits
was.
that Katie gets her information about celebrities in the grossest way possible by contacting their housekeepers, which is such an invasion of privacy. Even if I wanted content so bad, I would not contact a housekeeper because that is
You're
wrong.
a liar.
I used to have someone clean my house, and I couldn't imagine someone going to that person. Because in my house, I feel the safest. Like, that is where my family's at. Could you imagine?
But you have no problem calling funeral homes and the coroner's office and calling people's businesses. You have no problem doing that, right? Because we know you did that. You admitted to it. LB, you're slimy, you're backstabbing, and you're conniving. You would do all of the above.
Like, if you have somebody clean your house,
sounds like an empty glass with
went to
ice.
that person to get info on you and then put it out on the internet? Like, that's just,
Yeah,
I don't like that.
you didn't know that, Molly's Moose Knuckle? Yeah, whenever that death hoax happened with Marvon, she called funeral homes in Yuma and Tucson to see if anybody had Marvon McRae. She even tried to reach out to the coroner's office. Yeah, it's in one of my videos. But it's okay for her. Do as I say, not as I do.
Admit that his friend Katie, my thing is like, you go so hard.
They're not friends, and so what if they were?
But Katie is over here being all this way. And you
Katie's
just sit back
not,
and you're like,
wait a minute. I am no Katie fan, but you people make it really, really hard not to stick up for her. Yeah, really do. And I am really getting sick of it because I am not a Without a Crystal Ball fan at all. But dear Lord, leave that woman alone. She don't bother none of y'all. She's sticking to doing her content, being herself. She's growing. She's getting mad views, LB. I'm talking 125K plus per video. You're getting 2, maybe 3, if 3,000, if you're lucky. Jealous much? Jealous.
I think it's like if anybody has any right for people to go have a go at them, it's definitely Katie. You know she is the way that she is. You know this. You've seen it.
You can't be her. You try.
About us.
You mimic her.
And claim you have proof when you really don't.
Yeah, there's been lots of
specific
proof.
things that I want you guys to see in this one, and then we'll move along to something else. Because I have more stuff that I want to talk
Why
to
do
you
you
guys
keep
about.
holding your mic? Why do you keep reaching out for your mic? Did you break your mic stand? Handy dandy, mumbling idiot right there. Candle cap.
About 150 people told us not to go on. We, of course, didn't listen. And she decided to call Dre basically a murderer. It didn't sit well with me. And it was something about her vibe where she said, send all of your followers to view this on my...
Sorry, I'm muted myself. And I'm listening.
Okay. First off, I'm not buying Molly because Katie had far more subs than Molly. I think that was more the other way around. Because Molly tried the same shit with Sherelle. Because I was in Sherelle's live chat that day when that went down. And in fact, I believe I may have even went up on panel that day. I don't know, I've been on panel so many times at Sherelle's. But, yeah, Molly had texted Perry, Sherelle's husband, and told him to have Sherelle stop her live immediately and send her audience over to Molly's channel. And then Perry sent the message to Sherelle. But I was in there when Molly tried to go at Sherelle, and let me tell you something, Molly shut up and said, yeah, she did her shade in the one video, but she knew not to push it with Sherelle. And she did. But that's exactly what happened because I was there. Molly's done this crap. They went after Tia as well, yeah. She hasn't made but begged for Christmas. Yeah, you know what? Exactly. How the hell did she have someone clean her house when she had to beg for Christmas? Because she likes the noise it makes. Attention getter. Is that why she does that with her mic? That's annoying as hell. They fake doxed Uni, got the wrong people, so what they want is proof, so they can dox more. That's all, yeah. But she didn't need any of the money. She had already traveled, spent hardly any time with him. Ain't no lawyer gonna fight for a felon to get those kids. Yeah. She'd have never got those kids. Never. KJ is not friends with Uni in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I know they're not. Secret friends. I'm sorry, but Katie, I just can't see Katie trying to pull off a secret friend thing with someone that she's been at war with. No, I just don't see it. There's not a warm bone in her body. But that's just my personal opinion. Like I said, they make it really hard not to stick up for Katie. Al, where's the money? She has no issue with anything done to Dre. Not at all. Because according to her, nothing was done. She did nothing. She said she's never accused her of anything. She's never lied about her. He's offered to show through the VA and she won't do it. Yeah. They can't leave her alone because then they would have to take responsibility for their own actions. Yeah. Absolutely not. She just got a maid. She's let illegal scam money to get her head. Oh, no. It did it again.
Yes, all when Dixie grocery.
Alright. I'll get back to this.
They did get a lot
But
of
LB, we
super
do want to
chats.
know where the money
I'll
is.
tell you that. Like, they got a lot of super chats that was strictly for them. That wasn't to send to Letitia. Now, when they got something that
It
was
frustrates
for
me when he
Letitia,
tries so
first
hard to
was like,
prove his
hey,
service.
Holly,
It's
can you get this
unnecessary to
Letitia?
people
And
who
what was so
matter.
crazy, and I see
Yeah.
this. Somebody was in a super chat.
She called the
Somebody was
newspapers,
in a super
etc.
chat.
Also,
I'm like,
yeah,
here you
that's
go.
right.
And
She
say, hey,
did.
Molly, can you give this to Letitia? And Molly would say, yes, absolutely.
If Leslie had the brains and ability to get a hold of someone's housemaid, she would be on them like flies on shit. You're not a kid. Shit. She'd be, Yes, she would. You can imagine cleaning her house with 6 kids or the kids duct taped. Oh, I can see them duct taped through the walls and to the doors. LB's broke because they have to buy so much damn duct tape. But yeah, 6 kids would be a lot. Sounds like an empty glass with ice or mic. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I don't know.
She would go to her Cash App or PayPal or whatever and say, $50, Letitia, bam, there it is. When Molly didn't get that $50, not right then, she wouldn't get it until the next month. And
exactly, that's why you were crying broke right after you got YouTube paid. Right these days before Christmas.
Molly wasn't getting that full 50 because back then YouTube took about 35% out of what you got. So Molly was sending money that she didn't even have at the time that people would send to her in super chats. And I saw that. I saw super chats come in and say, Molly, can you send this to Letitia? And Molly would send the full amount right then. That she wasn't even going to get to the next month, and she wasn't even going to get the full thing. So I can say I felt like Molly really helped this family out. Do I agree with everything that Molly does? No, I do not. Do I agree with everything that Justin does? No, I do not. Do I agree with everything that my husband does? No, I do not. I'm my own person. I'm a lot different than Molly. Molly is very,
there was a friendship with the whole lobster drama was going on, but then there was an issue with Creep Show. After that, she'd been in Uni's live until the Marwan story came up. Yeah. I almost think LB got nothing to Millie Spanky, and Letitia cut her out knowing how ignorant she is. But she got views out of it, which made her money. I mean, and I think she got a lot of PayPals and Cash Apps because she put Uni down for it. But it's all over her channel too, and so her Cash Apps and her PayPal. So what? You put the work in. If you put the work in, you should. There's a difference between doing a Molly or a Mallory or a Betty or a Dolly or a Spanky, Orange Man there. And there's a difference between your subs appreciating you and wanting to give you a tip. There's a big difference. I mean, don't knock someone for doing exactly what you do. Although you don't never hear Uni or Nonsense or Rabbit or anybody, talk about how, we got all these kids and we're not making no money. You don't hear that. That's dry begging to me. Even then, she probably was only in 2 lives for 10 minutes at the most. Look at Elle's lives before Vaughn and after. She got greedy off of Marine and his family. Yeah. Bitch needs to go back doing drama. They gave her just enough so that she can't walk away. They would throw her under the bus so fast. Oh, and you know what? If it ever comes down to it, you can bet she is disposable 1000%. I just think, it's weird how she jumped on board for that couple weeks, was always at Molly's, got them subs, and then did what she always does. Vanished. And then would pop up with these videos of misinformation, but you don't watch Molly. But yet she sounds just like her. They gave her, yeah. I don't believe that Molly sent the money. I don't either. There was like 4 or 5 cash apps on LB name. Set up confusion stage. Yeah, because, that may happen once or twice, but not like they said. And like I said, Letitia was no dummy when it came to dealing with these apps. And neither was Molly. And it was, you know what, if they just shut up, it might have been able to spin it a little bit more believable. But because they never shut up and they continuously talked and talked and talked and talked, they told on themselves. They fluff talk and tell on themselves. No, they gave her some in order to keep her in line. I believe that was the deal with the subs and some super chats. I do. I believe in a roundabout, yeah. Because she did gain a lot of subs and around that time and views. And then boom, it stopped. It wasn't, yeah. Yeah, I said that to Leslie. Her response was, I hardly ever ask. Say to send money. My mods put it in chat. And I've told them not to do it a lot. Uni asks all the time. Her mods would only have that information if she gave it to them, correct? LG, you're supposed to be modded. What happened to your wrench? I gotta do it on my laptop. It won't let me do it on here. But her mods would only have that information from her, correct? It's her chat. She's the creator. She knows what they're putting in her chat, and they put it in every couple minutes. And they encourage people to donate. I give to Uni when I have extra, but Uni doesn't lie about where he spends the money, and he doesn't play my emotions to get it. Exactly. Don't act like, oh, I would never ask you. But every one of my mods, every couple minutes, is going to put my pay links in the chat, and they're going to encourage you to donate. Okay, mine's not showing it. I don't know what's going on with this. I just think, yeah. She's brain dead. She's brain dead.
I'm very much laid back.
No pun intended.
Try not to
Considering
have
the
a lot of
story this all
confrontation, but
involves,
Molly,
that
just
probably
to
was
shy
a
away from
poor
it, if you
choice of
say a
words.
crossword to her,
But
she
you know what
will
I meant.
speak back, Right. Exactly. Same thing. Same thing. So I can say if Unirod would have been covering this story and he would have given thousands of dollars to this family like Molly did, then I could be like, well, you know what? I don't like you, but you did you helped this family out. You helped them out a lot, and I can be appreciative of that. You know what I'm saying? But people in my opinion, like Unirod and nonsense, doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if there's any good. They're going to twist it into something bad. They're going to twist it into, well, you did it for this reason, or you did it for that reason. You know what I'm saying?
What? No, I don't know what you're saying.
Let's continue because I do have.
Okay, wait a minute. How did Uni and nonsense twist it into something bad? I want to know exactly where you're going with this because you make no sense. I still see okay. Yes, of course they do, and Leslie knows, but I'm not saying it every 5 minutes crying for Red Bulls and vape like he does, or worse, in his Discord community tab saying he needs food. Yeah, I seen her say stuff. I seen that stuff she said, and you know what? You don't lie about it, and he's not lying to us to get it. He's not trying to manipulate and twist. They manipulated and twisted his intentions, but yeah, she thinks that she's just free and clear, Because her mods do it. Okay. Work, LB, you bumbling moron. I don't have a problem with people making money from YouTube. I have a problem with deception to get it. Exactly. Giving tips, Cash App, etc. to give is fine. But using sob stories to get it is not cool. Exactly. And that's why it was really a tough decision for me to even bring up my goddaughter's fire, them losing everything a few days back. And that they started that GoFundMe. I mean, she's 15 with a 6-month-old baby. Lost everything. But I wasn't, yeah. Anyway, I get it. She has me so triggered I can't type.
So I don't know. Let's continue because I do have several things that I want to go over tonight.
To be real honest with you, and just look me in the eye.
I have to stop and commentate on this just to make sure it does,
You know what she's doing? She's actually recommentating on one of her own lives that she did on Uni.
and Justin and Molly really confronting this man.
She said, Brandon, no one helped Bond's family. They helped themselves. And Letitia, his kids got 0. Yeah. You're right.
Take a link. They were fine. You know what I'm saying? Don't you think if they were scammers and this guy was on to them and had all
She makes me
they
bonkers.
would want to bring him up on their panel, but they were A-okay with it. And then they were doing a lot of talking. Molly's like, let me explain to you this. Clearly you don't know what's going on. He tried to act like, a lot of this didn't start with Katie. It did. It did start with Katie. That's where all of it really went downhill.
How did it start with Katie? You still haven't proved this to me. It didn't start with Katie.
But they were not shy about talking to you. And the reason was because they knew they had nothing to hide. They knew they had no reason to not want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely.
That is not. I shared a GoFundMe the other day for a friend of mine. Sometimes people need help. That is not bad. Yeah, I know, Al. And they're my goddaughters. I raised them for the first 7, 8 years of their life. And then Mom decided to take them back home to Pennsylvania. And it's ripped my heart out. But, she's having it so tough as it is, being 15 and being a teen mom. The whole situation was, anyway, it was a whole situation. It still is. But then, to lose, I mean, they got you, at least I guess, had the diaper bag because she had the stuff from that day from the baby being at daycare while she's in school. But it's just off. I mean, everything is just gone just that quick.
So, Unirock has literally been saying they're scammers, they're lying, they're getting kickback, they're making a ton of money off this. They will acknowledge, yes, we make money off this. Yes, we have. And Molly says, I felt guilty. I paid a lot. I paid, I sent them a lot of money because I did feel guilty. But,
Wait, that strike affects her income and feeding her kids. How is that fair? This channel is my income for my family. It's fair because she was streaming TV and she knew she shouldn't. She wanted to stream Teen Mom, so she did, and she paid the consequences. Katie did not have her channel taken down. She's never. Show me the proof. If that's what really happened, show me the proof. You say you're going to. I've asked her in every video. I've went into her chat and asked her, and she doesn't show it. I've asked her for the proof of all of this, and she never shows any. Because she don't have any. I said to her, oh, so it's so horrid because the whole is a big meanie to Leslie? What? You're stuttering again, LB. You're lying again. Yeah. She makes me ill. Didn't offer Dre $1, not 1 penny. GoFundMe US is actually legit. Yeah. Well, that's what, I was talking to the girl's grandmother, and I told her, I said, or to GoFundMe. They were renting, so the landlords pretty much left them hanging. It's a screwed up situation. And her rent had been paid for the next couple of months because she always did that to stay ahead. And the landlord won't refund it, and it's the mom, not my goddaughter, because she still lives, of course, with her mom, her sister, and then she has a 4-year-old little brother who's autistic, and it's a lot. They've been having a really hard time there, and I'm sure this isn't making it easier for him.
She's like, I do feel guilty, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, no, you guys do a lot. I do see that. I see that. All the while, you have been attacking them. So you're admitting you see that they have done a lot to help this family. You're admitting, that it makes
But you know
sense
what?
that why
Sure,
now
in that comment, I just thought of something else. She was crying that she can make an Amazon wish list. Yeah, exactly. She probably already does. But that comment you said about it being her support of her family, her income. Okay, number one, she claims that they took her channel down on a Friday night around midnight or after midnight. Okay, which that I question. Also, she would have just gotten paid from YouTube a couple days before that because it was right before Christmas. So, and then she'd still, even if her channel would have stayed down, she still would have had another check coming from YouTube because they're like a month behind. So it wasn't like her income stopped right then and there that second. And they had to do fundraiser for Christmas gifts. Yeah, that was, yeah.
$1 as a token of appreciation. You're admitting
She keeps preaching that they help family, so ignorant. Letitia gave up
what
Vaughn,
did he say?
her
and I don't know if
family,
I showed this,
Dre
but
and the
in this,
kids
you
are
can go back and
Vaughn's
watch the
family.
video.
Yeah.
In this, he says nobody is like has the right to see the evidence, but if she wanted to stop people from questioning her, then she could put the evidence out. So nobody has the right. You acknowledge that nobody has the right to see it, but she should do it so people stop questioning. All these things he said, but then he goes right back to his channel and goes right back to attacking.
No, what she does need to provide, since it was a fundraiser, they need to provide where the money went. Like any legit fundraiser does. You can go to any of them and you will find where the money went. Just where'd the money go? Where's the money? Okay? Say your half-baked Tata fake receipt is real. That's only $2,500. There was thousands raised. Thousands. Where's it all at? Where's the money?
I feel guilty getting all this money, and I don't know what to do when I give it to them. And then if I show what I give, they say, "Oh, you're bragging." You can't fucking win. You just can't fucking win.
That's a YouTube thing.
Molly, and this is right. I want to say this is right. Keith, you said, was it Keith that said that? The truth is so easy. Guilty people talk the most. People are so different. You really can't make that claim because I'm a huge talker. I'm a huge talker. I talk all the time. Doesn't mean I'm guilty of anything.
Okay. She needs to get a lawyer. Courts aren't kind to slumlords. Yeah, I told her that, I know she's got a lot going on. I mean, you got 3 kids and a grandbaby, and yeah. I told her to go after the landlord because what she would do is at income tax time, she would always pay a couple months rent. That way she was ahead come, Christmas time, then she didn't have to worry about rent for December and January of the next year. So she would always do that. So she did that, but the landlord refused to give her any of it back, and it was for the next, her if she not paid no more rent, she could have been okay for the next couple months. You know, and plus all her deposits, you know. It's sad. And of course, you know, the landlord's fully insured, you know, so not worrying about nothing. It's messed up. Greed, lust of money, yeah. Don't let her fool anyone. She knew she effed up. Just has to whine because she got caught. Yeah, she whines a lot. I was thinking Amazon wish list so some haters can't call it a scam. We all know there's no scam, just trying to think of ways we can help. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't set up the GoFundMe. I probably should have, but I didn't. I talked to the grandmother, and I thought it would be her anyway because she's the grandma. But unfortunately, it's real. I wish it wasn't. Melissa said Molly has another channel called MGL Goes Live. But just search, can't find any channel. Also said she reported a stream where she unzipped her top, squeezed her boobs. That's the comment. That's why it was done. Okay, that's exactly what was said. Sheree, you are so good. Because that was the response I got when I asked why. Yeah. And she did do that, though. Molly did do that. Because I seen it and I have it. The other channel I know of. Yeah, I only know about Live with Molly Go Lightly and Molly Go Lightly. Oh, and her kids channel. I thought the MGL was Michelle. Shut up, Big Mouth. Tens of thousands. Yeah, there was a lot of money. What you don't understand, fundraiser, they have to prove where the money is or went. Exactly. I hope the Chick Clip channel's got it and put it out. You know. They took a greedy person's advice. Yeah, they did. I mentioned that one time she had to get the money somewhere. Okay. You wanted to see her have a... Seriously, oh my God. Yeah, that's true. I have the video. I recorded it because I kind of figured while I delete it. I mentioned that one time she had to get the money somewhere. Yeah. Was that on the Busy Bee stream? Yeah, it was just what, last night? The clip of Molly being that rank nasty is out there. She deleted that video. I have the whole video. I recorded the whole live. Because I knew she'd do stuff. I knew she'd delete that. Dre's boss. She will own them soon. Yeah, I hope so. She is entitled to any and everything. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out. It is going on midnight. I just popped in to see nobody was live, so I figured I'd do it. But thanks for coming in. Let me know what, hit that like button for me. I'm trying to get my subs up. But thanks, everybody. We'll finish this another time. It's a long live. I never watched her, so I missed it. Yeah, that was the stream she did last night. I am scanning that stream now. Yeah. All I think is if she deletes her videos, she can't get in trouble. Yeah, she can. But she did. She purposely unzipped her jacket down and proceeded to push them boobs together, show her pink bra, make these weird sounds. Yeah, she did all that. If I can't find it, I'll ask for a link. Not a problem, Sheree. I have it if you want it. Well, guys, again, thanks for coming in to spur the moment. I appreciate all of you. And I'll see you next time. I'll see you out and about. Night.